Yeah.
She ate the dick through my underwear.
Yeah.
They put me on memes and things. Don't speak on my life without knowing the real. $8 a year, what it cost me to live. Don't hold it, just say what you feel.
On the ones and twos, on the ones and twos.
What up, what it do? Know about it.
On the ones and twos. What it do?
What it does, what it do, what it is. Know about it. Huh?
What it do, my guy?
What we doing, man?
Hey, man.
What we doing, man?
Guys only.
What we doing, man?
Guys only.
Guys only.
What's up, my guy?
Then there was two.
Welcome back.
What's up, brother?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I know y'all be like, damn, it's always welcome back. I've been going through some shit, all right? So I've been taking a couple absences here and there, but I'm back. I think I'm almost back to 100%. Yeah, but yeah, thank you, brother. Hey, and happy birthday weekend to you, sir.
Thank
the
you,
pregame.
Sir.
You know what I
Thank
mean?
you,
That's what we doing. Do say's up. Do say's up.
Do say up.
Do say up.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Birthday weekend.
Let's do a pre-420.
Follow shortly thereafter by 420.
Mm-hmm.
Right on the backside. That's like
I figure like this, after your birthday, you just stumble in the 420, get your second win. That got to be a hell of a week for you. I mean, by like midweek, you should be pretty fucked off, burnt.
It's been a good
thrashed.
Week. It's been a good week.
I'm known it to be a pretty exciting week in the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's I know.
I
know
can't
that.
say I haven't enjoyed. I have enjoyed.
I mean, consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consistently.
As you should, bro. Good people deserve good shit. Dope people deserve dope things.
Real niggas do real things.
Happy Saturday, brother.
Happy Saturday, bro.
Yes, sir.
And let me introduce the podcast. You are tuned in to the Deez Ninjas Podcast.
Yes, you are.
I'm so glad that you came to kick it with us.
Hiya.
I am JJ Dynamite, the coolest ninja you know. I'm in here with my fellow ninja, Cash T.
Cash T in the house. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Happy Saturday, happy Tuesday. Happy with every day you listening to this. I hope it's all good.
Yeah, New Pod Generation.
New Pod Generation. Deez Ninjas. We
back,
still here?
Back. We back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, my guy?
Hey, man, look. Things as well, man. Got in last night. Had 2 delicious meals. A little time on the beach. Situation going, particularly well. And,
It's been nice out, man.
Yeah.
California weather is in full effect.
Definitely spoiled with how things unfold, as far as the weathers go.
Yeah, we're in full effect right now. World is opening up a little bit.
Slowly
Weather
but
is in
surely.
full effect, man. The beach is kind of crazy. You seen Venice Beach?
I was at Redondo. I haven't seen Venice yet. I ain't been to Venice in a minute.
Venice isn't where we usually go to when we think, per se, to go to the beach. But Venice is crazy right now, man. It's a lot of the homeless. The problem down there is crazy.
Last time I was there, it was before the tents. It was the trailers. I remember they had a thing with people dumping their shit.
Yeah.
They waste on the streets
It's
with the trailers.
crazy down there, bro.
I can imagine.
Low key, kind of dangerous.
Like Gypsy Town.
Yeah, it's going down. I'm it's going down.
Go a little more southern to your beaches now a little bit, huh?
Yeah, or northern. Yeah, maybe hit the Malibu.
Right. Take it up a little bit.
Redondo, because Venice right now, it's a wrap on that.
But the homeless problem is ridiculous damn near everywhere you look. I don't even understand
It's everywhere.
what they're going to do with these people. It's just really crazy.
It's everywhere. I mean,
It is.
we have people that are fighting for them. We have people that are fighting against them, and that's crazy to see that there are people fighting against them.
What's to fight against? It's humanity, my man. Like,
I mean, it's humanity. You're right. You're right.
You're fighting against humanity?
We see over and over, man. People be greedy, dog.
I know
People
the
be
things
greedy.
that don't make you money don't get priority. That's just how the fucking cookie crumbles.
And people will they're entities that would rather the money be in their pocket than to go towards helping that issue. Yeah,
sure, it's a way you could freak it, make it nonprofit, and get that shit under control.
I mean, it's just a hell of a problem. It's just a hell of a problem.
It's out of control.
It's a hell of a problem. So the Venice down there is crazy, but we got a lot of beaches,
Yeah, we good.
So
For now.
for now,
Right.
and not to be dismissive about them, but you can go to other beaches if you want to do the beach thing.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure that would have been the one that would have failed to that anyway, because it was pretty much the most popular growing up. And had the most access. You remember the boardwalk always had a certain element on it anyway.
Yeah. Plus, you had to come down, so you don't get to just be able to shoot over to the beach like that.
Right. So it's all love, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all love.
It's on the agenda, brother.
Man, it's been a interesting one. Look, first of all, on top of being an interesting week, it's too many damn shootings going on, bruh. It's a lot of fucking shootings going on, man.
Very consistent per usual. People of color getting gunned down by people that's supposed to be there to protect, if not hunt. I don't understand where they don't see that.
The police shootings, the mass shootings, it's a lot of shootings.
It's a lot of gun work.
It's been 45 shootings in like the last fucking month or something.
This year so far?
Not
the month?
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
The Walmart, not the Walmart, the FedEx shit was crazy.
Dude definitely looked like a meth head.
Yeah, he looked like he had a couple issues, but the shit that's really kind of polarizing is the 13-year-old that looked like he didn't have nothing in his hand, and then the Dante, shout out to his family.
Shout out to both of their families.
And all the families of people going through this right now. I don't know, man. It's just something like I hate to see it so much that it's just becoming normalized.
To both of their families, not rather shout out.
Yeah, condolences. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Condolence prayers and healing to their families, and condolences definitely not shout out. My bad.
Right, shit.
So yeah, not a way to start things off. But on the other note, things like you said, the world is opening, and aside from all the fucking bullshit, it seems like we're gonna have a pretty good summer. Hopefully, somewhat. I'm seeing things about live music coming back.
It's gonna be a crazy summer, bro. But things are opening up, so hopefully, this virus doesn't go crazy, and people were able to kind of be out and kind of enjoy themselves and live a little bit. Coming up,
because I'm reading a lot about
people need it, man. People been inside.
I want some live music, man.
People got. I definitely want some.
I'm hearing about a lot of live music.
Everybody got cabin fever.
Yeah, and I want some live music.
Hey, look. As soon as you saw stuff starting to open up, you started saying, hey, tickets for this show, tickets for that show, stuff is popping up. People are booking shit. So it's going to be something to do. It is going to be something to do. It's just whether you are going to be comfortable with being in the capacity
in the environment.
Yeah. That amount of people in tight spaces, or however this is set up going forward. It might be looking at a new normal on how shit is set up going forward.
And your take on the vaccination and all that, and what that does for you or don't do for you.
That, of course, that goes without saying. Of course, that's a part of this whole everything opening up. It's the combination of the people vaccinating and not vaccinating, and all of that.
Your take on that?
Yeah, all of that.
I'm gonna take that shot if it means I'm gonna get to go fucking do some shit. Personally,
it's crazy because now it's like you see they got to put the halt on the Johnson & Johnson, right? On the Pfizer, they just issued was yesterday, the day before, that you're almost 100% going to have to do another shot within the 12 months now. Even the people that did the double shot, you're pretty much all.
It's one more.
And no, not one more. And then probably it's going to be like a yearly shot.
Yeah, probably like the flu thing.
It's going to be like a yearly shot.
I've always figured it would be like that. Now, the Johnson & Johnson shit is funny because I don't even know how they was even tasked with the shit after the baby powder thing. So I don't know about that one. And that was the one-shot joint too, right? The Johnson & Johnson?
Yeah.
That one never got out the gate really right anyway.
No, it was always even less effective than the
other two.
Yeah.
It was the Moderna and the Pfizer.
All of it, like we said, it's still all new. I'm not going to, people are walking around like with their badges on whether they're doing it or not doing it. It's a personal decision. Yeah, definitely. That's it. As long as you educate yourselves and
don't take a side on all things. Do what's right for you.
Yeah, you do what's
it's
right
not
for
a fucking side. Just do what's right for you and yours, and that should be the gist of it.
I agree.
It shouldn't be too charged up about it.
I agree.
Right.
Today is the 27th episode. It is also the 420 episode of the podcast, because this is going to be coming on 420. And, we got it in the air.
As usual.
We're recording this on Saturday, so I want to say rest in peace to Black Rob.
Rest in peace to Black Rob. Like,
rest
whoa.
Rest in peace to Black Rob. Like, whoa.
Like, whoa.
Hip-hop star, hit song, whoa. Dope album, Life Story.
Life Story. Listen, for y'all that's listening, and I don't know how tuned in, but if you're from the era we come from, in the Bad Boy catalog, I just want to say publicly, Life Story is probably one of the best records on the Bad Boys discography.
Definitely underrated.
definitely underrated. Black Rob was a talented dude. You
It
know,
was-
in
it
and
was-
out of jail
it
a
was-
little bit.
He had
Fucked
a
his
bunch. He
career
had a
off.
bunch of songs on there. Yeah, he had a few issues during his career
that
that
derailed
probably.
him because he could have been that wall putting. He was on track to do something. That was a big enough record.
Yeah, that some of the he may have had a couple missteps that probably sidetracked him. But rest in peace to Black Rob, though. You know, he's passed on. So condolences to his family and friends as well.
And
Hip-hop.
don't we got another one we have to speak on as far as the young lady you told me about from the hills?
Oh, also, yeah, Jaren from the show. She was on the Baldwin Hills show.
Yeah.
She's from Los Angeles. I'm sorry, I don't have her last name.
Definitely rest in
Whatever.
peace to her and condolences to her family as well.
Taylor, I believe her last name was Jaren Taylor. Rest in peace to that young lady, and condolences to her family as well.
But aside from okay, so let's turn it up a little bit and a little good news. Now I've been on the I always in a car I'm listening to the sports stuff, and for some odd reason I didn't really get all of the Aaron Donald shit. Right. I know he was supposedly pretty much assaulted somebody or some shit like that, which is always like scary because that dude's a fucking beast. Right.
That dude is huge. Pause.
And fast.
Yeah. But that's nobody you want to run into like to fight.
Right, like on no physical
If-
shit.
just like-
if that's the case, you're not gonna probably come out on the better end of that. So it was like
Not me. I mean,
I wouldn't.
I'm not going to speak for you, but yeah, I'm not.
I
Just,
have
you
no
know.
chance. I'm gonna tell you, I don't fucking have to play macho or tough. That shit would be like a pit bull and a cat. It wouldn't be.
Yeah, what we're saying is, I don't know if people don't know sports. He's one of the fucking best premier defensive players of all time. The person you don't want to run into because you fall down. Yeah.
Right. And so I'm hearing that his accusers have to eat that shit.
Well, they accused him of in a fight. It was, let me see,
Like a bar fight, some shit.
Peep game. Oh, hold on.
Pull it up.
They accused him of what's happening? Hold on. Oh yeah, hold up. All right, give me 1 second. Bow. All right, Aaron Donald. They accused him of pretty much of attacking him in an alley. Right. The dude suffered 16 stitches to the head. He had a broken eye socket, broken nose, sprained or broken arm, and a concussion. He claimed he was assaulted by Aaron Donald and his associates. I don't think Aaron Donald would need very many associates.
To do all that. But he recanted after the video showed dude wasn't even involved.
That's what's going on.
So once the videos came out, it was no more money grab.
Yeah, so a video came out?
Yeah. That's the headline said. Dude recanted after video showed
I
that
didn't know a
Aaron
video came
Donald
out.
was not. This is what it says. It said video released yesterday showed Donald wasn't involved in the fight.
Oh, I thought on me, I thought Donald Peoples just got to him.
He wasn't involved in the fight. So
Okay.
that's probably what happened. His people might have got to him, but he was not involved in the fight.
No, I mean just like his people got to him, like, hey, know what you got?
I got to him and he had to
Yeah.
refresh his memory a bit.
Yeah.
Jog
Thought
his
that-
memory.
I thought that might happen.
Nah, video did it. And that's the life of rich people. Always, gotta be on their P's and Q's and shit.
All right, well, the video wins again.
Video wins again.
So, dude, now he came out and apologized and recanted the story.
Right.
Now he's looking like a whole bitch.
A whole bitch.
And a liar.
But what happened though? Who whooped his ass?
Somebody whooped his ass.
Somebody
He still
whooped
got
his ass. He didn't
whooped.
whoop his own ass to that degree.
He still got his ass whooped.
Right, that's the fact. So we need to figure that one out. Probably somebody broke did it, so
Yeah.
it don't matter.
He probably talked himself into that ass whooping.
People that would accuse somebody of that didn't do it for a money grab publicly, knowing that there's a chance you'll get found out, is a certain kind of piece of shit. So probably he did talk himself into that ass.
Yeah. He saw a target in there, started talking a little shit, and ran into a whole bunch.
Then don't seem pleasant. Like that orbital eye shit always scare me. Like, cause your eye's so delicate. So that mean your shit hanging
I mean,
out.
your shit just almost got knocked back into your brain.
Right. Your shit fucked up.
Yeah, that mean you was in over your head.
I mean, your shit probably all red and shit all around it and shit.
You was in over your head.
Looking like the Red Skull. Remember Red Skull for the comic? That nigga was a different kind of red. That's how them eyes be looking when they fucked up like
Oh
red
yeah,
skull.
shit knocked back. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
Like you
all
can
that.
see, yeah,
But
see
shit,
their
good,
soul.
Good for the video. Good for you, Mr. Donald.
Right.
In your pockets, I'm sure.
Peep game, right? There was an article. There's been a little bit of justice on behalf of officer, an officer doing right, a good story about a police officer where something could come of this if this sets a precedent.
Well, I know what you're talking about, and I read about that earlier too, and I think that was pretty dope. It took, because that was 2008.
Well, let's tell them what happened.
Okay, well, a black female officer, I don't know her name offhand, but she intervened as her partner was choking a handcuffed suspect.
Right.
She intervened, and I guess it got to the point where she had to testify and go through all the legalities of such. And she ended up losing her job over the ordeal. And this happened in 2008. She was recently granted her pension after the wrongful firing. And the
Back pay?
Yeah, and it starts from when she was terminated. Right?
Right.
So, yeah, back pay. So that's dope. And it does set a precedent because I forget the name of that law, but there's certain laws in place that protect cops when shit go off the rails as far as their pockets.
Right.
And taking somebody's pension is just like basically you did a lot of work for no reason.
I think that kind of falls under that qualified immunity.
Yeah, right.
That falls underneath that as far as how it doesn't affect them, their pockets.
That's what it's called, qualified immunity.
Yeah.
But it's good that the sister was able to get that back because that's important. That's the shit that you need when you old. That's my worst fear is not having no money when I'm fucking old and can't, take care of myself.
Right. And the fact that they acknowledge that
as what would you call it? I want to use the right word because I like.
She did what she was supposed to be doing,
and that was somewhat of a. They're trying to reconcile with that gesture as far as let me give you your money from the day you was terminated up until the 20 years you would have been a cop.
I saw somebody was possibly trying to draw up some legislation like based off of that, going forward. That may, if something like that
it's
could maybe
to change policing.
Something like that could maybe help people come forward because right now, when they come forward.
That's what happens. They get ostracized. Their career goes, and it's
job,
dangerous too. They can die out there fucking with their.
Exactly.
It's a deep rabbit hole as far as that fucking blue wall of silence that pretty much is why all this shit keep happening.
Yeah.
Because niggas know. You see niggas stand there when it's a real thing.
But we always have this discussion. Why don't the good cops stand up versus we have that is part of
because it can mean losing everything you work for.
Exactly.
It's the juxtaposition of if I do the right thing, there's nobody to back me. There's no support for me.
Right.
I'm going against the whole thing. It's a system that I'm going against, not just a person.
So if there's some sort of recourse,
right,
then maybe we can see something going forward. Maybe because right now shit is just going down. The relationship and the people, the well-being of the police and with people is fucking in the shitter.
It's not a good relationship at all.
Shitter.
It's probably at its lowest because like all this evidence is just showing that just years of why us as a community mistrust them in the way we do. But the boldness of it all is that they don't give a fuck. Like, okay, you see us doing it, and we still doing it. And, with all
the fact that we're in the middle of the Derek Chauvin trial
and the shit
in
happens
Minnesota,
in the same town.
The shit it's like a town over, but the same general area.
It's like 12 miles of shit.
Same general area. Yeah, I'm being parsing. But yeah, the same general vicinity. And the fact that the same shit goes down.
After
crazy.
Alleged $12 million in training.
Yeah. And this fucking.
What the fuck they do with that?
And the chick, she didn't quit. And
she got hit with the manslaughter joint so far.
Good.
They trying to move swift, but it's just a big fucked up thing because even the people on the other side of the things that could say something don't say shit for political reasons. And like I said, it doubles back to humanity. When is it cool to fucking just kill people and you don't say nothing for political reasons? You know what I mean? Like, they're definitely silent when it comes to that shit because they're more worried about gun rights and shit like that opposed to people's lives. So, it's an uphill battle. People stay strong, stay diligent. And listen, and encounters with these motherfuckers, it almost don't matter what we do, but just try to keep your head about yourself. You know what I mean? And don't be out there even giving them slightly anything on your part for them to fucking do what they do, if you can help it. You know what I mean? It's wild out there.
Yeah.
For us.
It's
mostly.
wild. It's wild, yeah. You know, it's wild. We've seen like we said, we've seen shootings, we've seen stops, we've seen everything just fucking gets out of hand. And what's crazy, I saw a statistic that was showing. I mean, we're gonna get off of this in just in a second. But
It's important, though.
it is. I saw a statistic that was showing that most of the killings that's going on with police officers in stops are usually not crime related. You know what I'm saying? There are more people that actually commit crimes, get away get safely captured, then
Bro, these are supposed to like routine stops. These are supposed to be routine.
Well, they're not all. What I'm saying is, I'm not even referring to just traffic stops. It's people getting called out to domestic situations.
Right.
It's all kind of situations where this kind of shit goes down. Traffic stops is just one.
Yeah, because there's a lot of
version of
instances
this.
where people didn't call you for help and they end up dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Like shit like that. Yeah, so it's almost any situation when we're interacting with them, there's a chance that it doesn't turn out okay, even if you're the one that called them, as far as for your needs or whatever the case may be. So
And
the
that's why
mistrust is
people
real
that's why people are so reticent to call them, and that's why people
in most situations.
are have that standoffish or adversarial view towards them.
Yeah, because sometimes shit escalate to a point where I was calling you because I'm having a fucking parking dispute with my neighbor. I didn't want my neighbor to end up fucking dead over it.
Yeah,
That's like the people that's like you said with the $20. They didn't want the outcome that turned out to be the outcome.
yeah, they weren't trying to do all that.
Right. So yeah.
Yeah.
Now I
Damn.
gotta spark my blunt.
Light up, man. Can I hit it?
Yeah, I'm right there. Light it up.
All right.
Tangible. I don't know how to say it. Tangible.
Cool.
Whatever.
Cool. All right, man. We off that shit.
Off that.
We off that
Off
shit.
that.
All right, man. Check this out. This shit crazy. DJ Mustard been in the fucking in the news. This nigga blasted stylist. What's this chick's name? What's her name?
So the chick running around supposed to be shopping for this nigga. She shopping for
Hold
herself.
up. Let's give it. Let's
Hey,
hold up.
I laughed
You just
like
you just run through the shit.
I
Hold
ran
up.
through it because it was funny as fuck. And I know people do that shit. Like they can't help
Let's
it.
tell them what happened.
Okay, well you tell them what happened. I did the last one. I led the lead on the last.
All right,
dog.
let's tell them what
I'ma
happened,
shut up.
man.
I'm gonna hit the blunt.
All right.
Do your shit.
All right.
Do your stuff, DJ.
All right, man, look. It's
Birthday boy.
It's the stylist. Mustard's blasting stylist. Her name is Carissa Walker, so we blasting her too now. All right.
What's up, Carissa?
Allegedly, he's calling her out because she charged over $50,000 in personal on his cards when she was supposed to be his stylist and out shopping for him.
So if I understand it correctly, you getting paid to do a job. So you taking your salary and you charging, you double dipping with this nigga money doing shit for you, like one for you, two for me. One for you, three for me.
Not even one for you, two for me. She out here shopping
Exclusively.
for herself. Hey, for why? Take IG pictures, my guy, so she can show off on Instagram. So she can show
Clout
like
strikes again.
like she's doing. Look what I'm out here doing, out here with this dude's money, bro.
Basically throw away a career because you'll never be hired in this industry again.
That is the
But
most
clout.
clown shoe
Clown
shit.
shoes. We're going to give him the Clown Shoe Award.
She might get the clown shoe award because that is the most clown shoe shit I have heard. Maybe I don't know. People be doing clown shoe shit, but at least this week, that was clown shoes of the week.
I mean, you're in a trusted position. It's obviously a dope position. You get so much access that you can kind of parlay that shit into something dope for yourself if you just work it the right way. And you out here fucking doing it for Instagram? Likes
Yeah.
that? What Big Sean say? 100 likes, $1 million, million followers. Bitch, that ain't the same.
That ain't the same.
Ain't the same.
Nah, people be this. It's
You traded the money for the followers, bro.
People treat clout like it's a slang word, but it's not. But it's such a applicable word for just the way people are out here moving, because they are out here chasing clout. They are out here looking.
Basically,
for
it just means
a
that
look.
the way they want people to see them means more to them than the reality of what the shit it is.
Hey,
I want
man.
you to see me a certain way, and that's important to me, even though it ain't true. And I will risk a lot for it. That's crazy as fuck.
Hey man, yeah.
I mean, like, it's really a change. Like, you know, shit just
I don't know,
changing.
man. I sound like I'm complaining. I don't want to.
I'm not complaining, but it's just wild because people get caught doing this shit all the time. It's just really a fucking facade. Look, do your shit. Like, it's a self-hate thing, bro. Like, if you doing that, it's something about yourself you don't like. You got to figure this shit out. Get help.
I can't say that, man. It's different reasons, man. Some people might think it might be a means to an end. Some people might think they do it because it's lucrative financially. I'm not gonna say it's just because you hurt yourself.
Maybe she had a plan, bro. Maybe she did have a plan, and that's the way it went. I don't know, but I'm just saying, you know, don't let people's perception of you be the driving force.
I'm speaking her, that particular thing. Yeah, that was just cloudy on a different level. I'm just saying the way people do these things out here. You know, she's stealing.
She's a thief.
That's different. You know what I'm saying? That's clout. She's stealing and then clout chasing because she's going to owe that money now.
Yeah, and she don't got it.
Nah, she don't got it. She spent this. She spent his
money on her.
Yeah.
Wasn't the intention.
Now she's never going to work again.
Not in that industry.
Now she's never going to work again because this thing got up there and was like, hey, this bitch showed her picture like on TV.
Hey, look, what you call it, Posada non grata?
I'm saying it because this bitch is a thief. Look, once again, everybody, I'm going to say her name twice.
That whole life is just, like I said, man, I'm in a certain place where I don't understand that whole environment, but I do understand that it's crazy and very fucking entertaining, and I love the shit y'all be out here doing because it's wild. Keep it up.
I wonder when she was showing off to her girls and shit. Like, look what I'm out here doing, bitch. Whoa.
Popping off, snapping and
popping off and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man, she probably got kicked out the circle. You know what I'm saying?
Because her hair got big as fuck for like a split second. Now that shit over. Your name, but you got the scarlet letter on your ass. You're a thief. You selling that shit.
We're not about to be around you.
You selling that shit you bought on Offered Up. You know what I mean? You meeting motherfuckers in dark places to exchange money for shit that you shouldn't have bought. Oh, shame on you. Shame on you.
That's a bad look. Stop avoiding the grind.
The journey is everything.
Look. You gotta get there. That's just what it is.
I mean, it's a way. I mean, it's work. Like, people do it.
However, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, sis, you got there because you was already there. You was already in the midst of it.
Even when you up because you did it, you know what I'm saying, by however you did it, you had to get there.
Keep going.
You had to get there. You had to get there. You know what I'm saying? You're not just up automatically. You had to work your way to up. You might have hit that lick. All right, we hit that. That's not up.
That's not up.
That's not
up. On
the
flip, you see a lot of young people doing big things. And they're making it work. And they're doing shit, changing shit around and making a way for themselves. So it's there. You know? So just do the work.
Hey, did you see that interview with Method Man where he was asking, like, man, where these young niggas getting all this money from?
Hell yeah, I did. And I was cracking up because I always wanted that shit. These niggas be super rich. And I know I be missing shit, but a lot of this shit, like, man, I ain't heard of you, and you ain't got enough time in this shit to have that kind of bread. Ain't no shows been
That was
going
pretty
on.
much his point. He was like, man, look, I've been in this shit. I've been around. I know how much shit really costs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To do shit. I didn't been around, nigga. Movies. Around
and I'm successful.
Hey, look, one of the more successful
people in this.
At it. All right. And he like, I'm seeing shit. Niggas is just passing me by. You know what I'm saying? And I've never heard of them, and no one I know has heard of them. And what's going on?
And this is happening. All the time.
Niggas saying
it's the norm.
Niggas on them, you know.
I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, but see, the thing is, that's that life. They say it's a lot of shit that come with that shit, you know? It's just a lot of shit that come with that inside track, man.
I don't know.
That's on Fetty. Fetty Clay? Yeah, I don't know, but we know.
I don't know.
That was funny because he was really like, the face he was making was astonished. Like, I really don't know where they're getting this money from.
No, he was dead serious,
ass.
Is what it was. That was just, that's what that was. He was dead serious. All right, man. There was a nice little Coinbase went public this week.
You was educating me on that, and I'm very interested because I see a lot of shit moving around in these different new industries.
Well, you know, this is crypto We're in the
changing.
future. I keep bringing these things up.
The NFTs, the crypto.
Like I said, I just want people to get their feet wet and not be scared of what's going on. Nas was an investor in Coinbase.
Coinbase, right.
He has a venture capital firm that he has, along with other partners, I'm sure. Queensbridge Venture Partners. They, on, what was it, Wednesday, I think? Wednesday, Coinbase went public. So Nas probably came up about 100. I'm not counting his pockets, but he probably made about $100 million.
He said Snoop is involved, doing this thing with it too, right?
Snoop, KD,
Durant.
who's been all over the tech shit. Nas been all over the tech shit too.
But I remember KD, that was one of his reasons for really going to go to state behind the scenes. He wanted to get with some of that in the Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley action.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of that action is moving down to San Antonio.
I didn't know about the movement, but I know Texas tax shit is different. So
that's true too.
It's lucrative to do
San
big
Antonio,
shit.
not San Antonio. I said San Antonio, huh? Austin. Excuse me.
Still Texas.
Yeah.
And I know they tax shit work out for big business. That's why them niggas was talking about seceding. Because they got bread down there.
Hey, wait. Fuck these taxes. Texas. You see the shit? The house? Man. The Texas House, they passed the law for you can have pistols without having no permit.
You can just walk around like the Wild West now out there, huh?
Well, they still got to still has to go through, I guess, the Texas Senate. But it passed the House.
Well, that shotgun shit have been going on for years.
With no permit.
Just everybody can walk around with their shit.
No permit. No criteria.
Bro, it's weird. I don't know how this shit be working, right? I ain't gonna claim to be. But I know, like, in societies like where Amsterdam, where all the drugs is legal, the fucking casualties
I may
and the
mention
overdoses and shit like that is less.
I may mention that last week. That's true. And also in other spots where it is open carry and things of that nature, because the person across from you may have a gun, it may make you a little
pause.
Really,
make you pause a bit,
right?
Think about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
If everybody hit it, then you say, maybe not get froggy with this motherfucker right here.
I just know in societies where they legalize certain shit that's criminal, like we seeing with marijuana,
well,
it turns out for the better.
That's
kind of
the premise. That's
thing.
kind of the premise also in Oregon why they legalized the drugs, right? But Amsterdam, you're right. They showed that as far as places that show that legalize the drugs, actually the drug use goes down.
Audubon, less fucking accidents than anywhere else, and it has no speed limit, and it's documented. And it makes ain't no speed limit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought people was out there like dying.
Nah, it's less. Bro, people fuck up when they not driving right. We know that. When you pushing, everybody pushing and shit, flow of traffic, everybody doing that thing, it's that motherfucker going slow and fucking hesitating and jumping in and out of the lane, not knowing if they're going to make
true, but
commit
it's no
to their
speed limit,
moves.
man. Cars start acting crazy when you start getting really, really fast.
But that's Europe, nigga. They got their hot shit out there. They out there doing shit and shit.
Yeah.
Like BMWs are common out there. There's Civics out there. They out there flying in M3s and shit, doing their things, you know? It's a different thing.
Nah, I know.
I don't think Ford focuses on the Autobahn.
I just thought niggas was out there dying. That's all.
I don't think niggas out there pushing when I'm pushing on Autobahn. My shit would be in the way.
Oh, excuse me,
I
player.
need to be in the fucking hazard lane at all times.
Excuse me.
With the hazards on.
Fucking little shit out of here.
Right.
You know, it works.
Yeah. So I can see it with the gun thing in Texas being more of a deterrent and something that'll work in the positive, just like I said with the weed in Colorado. That's why they already talked to
low key.
federalizing
I mean,
it.
I've seen a map. There, the amount of places where weed is not legal, like completely illegal, is almost none now.
You was talking about. You took me on the phone about that the other day. I didn't get the map, but I'm thinking it's kind of pretty much a common thing most places.
You know, it's almost done. Happy 420.
Happy
if anybody's listening.
That's the funniest thing, bro. I remember us coming up. I think I had the wildest 420s with you niggas, but as I got older, I think it was that hiatus that I never really. I don't think I ever really got out there and got crazy with it. It's
you
just
haven't been able to really. You ain't really got out since shit been like legal.
Right. Still,
like
even to that point, yeah.
It's even. Look, I ain't gonna lie. It's changed even since like shit has gotten like totally legal, like over the years before, man, this 420 was like a holiday for, you know,
Dog,
you had your rec, if you had your little medicinal rec, right? We could go to places and legit come up on an additional $200 worth of fucking weed and weed products. Right? It was really a thing.
No, I know, bro. I remember the times. And like I said, I've never haven't been fully indoctrinated into the new way of things going, because I still, you know, have other things where I can't really dive all the way, you know, in. But I think it's dope. I want y'all to be enjoying y'all 420s. And this should be a dope one because you can breathe a little bit better this year than last year's 420. It was a little more tighter than any 420 in history.
Well, now sometimes you can smoke with people now.
Right. You know,
last year 420,
it was a
like,
solo event.
It was like right when they were telling people, don't fuck with nobody.
Right. Yeah, it was like I gotta hold these shits to myself.
Don't fuck with nobody. That was right. Was the rhetoric.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Last year 420 was a little tight. It was a little buttoned up. Yeah. This year you can loosen up a little bit, but don't go crazy. Right? Don't go crazy fucking with strangers. Know your circle. Know where they fucking congregating at, because shit's still real. You know?
The people already, man. We don't need no
it
rules
is.
at this point, man.
That's
people
good.
know all the damn rules.
I feel like you'll be all right because it's a vaccine, so they should be able to save you if you
I'm just saying, man, if you don't know how to fucking do the 420 after, by now,
you fucked off anyway.
You don't need to be doing it. You ain't figured this shit out, then you don't. I ain't giving them niggas no rules, nigga.
Fuck them then. Do what you do, niggas.
Niggas know how to do this shit by now.
Rock out with your cock out.
But, you know, it's different.
Yeah.
You know, people have not been congregating like they were.
Smoking
is a festive, you know, thing. We like to congregate. It's a very social thing.
Well, I want to ask you something. I think I asked you about it before. I'm going to ask you again because I seen it on the shit the other day. It's a restaurant out here. I think it's off of Venice or something where you can eat and smoke.
It's down the street. It's not.
You did that yet? Is it dope? And what's the thing?
I haven't been to that spot yet.
But what's the draw? Because I only caught it in passing.
It's like a hookah bar, but it's like a hookah bar type situation with weed. You can go lounge and chill and be social
your own shit
amongst people and other people and smoke weed
and eat
and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But eating is one thing, but this is the lounge. Just chill out and be social and smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we should broadcast from there one day. At least go there as a social experiment. You know where I'm at, man. I don't got that kind of, it's not sophisticated. You know what I mean? Like there's people there that do underground shit that try to bring shit up to speed, and shout out to them out there. But it's not sophisticated, so I don't get the whole experience as I do when I get to come here and do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There used to be a couple lounges back, like I said, before they completely legalized for recreational. There were, it was just medicinal. We had a couple spots that was like literally like set up lounges, spots where we could go watch the games and watch the fights and shit like that. And it was set up for, with little very social environments, very social environments. And they did stuff for weed heads. They'd have the crazy trippy music. They would have stuff on the screens. They'd have maybe video games off to the side over here.
Kung fu movies on projectors and shit like that.
Different type of little things. It was a cool little environment. They shut it down, but
evolution.
I think we're going to get a few things like that because they're starting to give out licenses for different types.
I saw the first commercial the other day, bro. It was a white couple and they was throwing the keys to each other. Let's go get some pizza, and he admits he's like, nope. We got to call the Uber. We got to deliver it. Don't drive high. I seen the commercial. I was like, damn, this shit never really got to that point. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The commercials is funny as fuck. Like, she threw the nigga the keys. He missed. Like, well, nah, can't drive. It was dope as fuck. You know what I mean?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it was dope.
That's funny. I ain't seen that shit.
Yeah, it was a fucking full-on commercial.
All right. I like the little Postmates commercials where they start be saying, they keep saying, if you be thinking they saying one thing, but they be like, all the burgers. The burgers, you can burgers. Burgers. That shit is funny.
Oh man, Colin was talking about how the Uber shit, because I'm fucking with the stock shit too now. I'm playing too. I don't know if you fucking around yet, but I'm fucking around. And he was talking about how the Uber shit is gonna blow out the water because now they can even deliver weed. And I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be a go-to.
That should be interesting. It's a lot of weed delivery services now, though.
Man, listen, to play the little Robin Hood shit or whatever you're gonna do it on, but fuck with a little something. Get a taste.
Oh yeah,
It might work out.
Definitely.
Because you're always the first one to bring the dope shit to me, like the shit we was talking about with the coins. I don't know if you finished explaining that. You want to get back to that? I think I fucking interrupted you, actually.
What are you talking about?
The
I'm not getting all into what Coinbase specifically. It's just the fact that it went public. You know,
it was a good move.
It's a good, yeah.
Don't be scared to try shit, y'all. Play with your money a little bit. You buy blunts and weed and shit. Go fuck around with a little something.
No, man, I actually see a lot of people.
I do
looking at
too.
ways to diversify their fucking portfolio, getting into different ways, and
I'm still say do it to those that ain't
looking at multiple income streams. I'm just saying. I'm glad.
No, because I was motivated by some others that was doing it.
See.
I love it, bro. I love how I think business forward people are trying to be. You know what I mean? Like everybody talking about they got a business and they want a business. And I don't look at that as no cheesy shit. I think that's dope that people are willing to try to get some shit out the mud and do it on their own.
I agree, but on one hand, I see people that are downing people who are not trying to be necessarily business owners. Like, you know,
But that's that pick a side culture, bro. Like if you ain't with me, it's people weird like that.
But also when people learn things, sometimes they're just overzealous and pushing and overbearing on what they push. You know, and they may learn this particular thing, and somebody's setup just might be different.
That's the thing about information, bro. Like sometimes people get a hold to some shit and they want to share it.
Wait till you,
They want to share it, and you know that light came on for them, and they're so excited about it that they're, like you said, a little pushy with it, or a little overbearing. And people don't understand we process shit differently. So what's dope for you might not be dope for me.
I mean, it comes in forms, just like when people like new Christians.
Bruh.
And, you know what I'm saying? They start try to police everything you do. Hey, man, where you cursing? Hey, you should do,
Right.
You know, people who new woke people, right? I think like, you know who I think is like that? Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, I think, is a person he's starting to get some knowledge.
And he get excited.
He starts just trying to, you know.
And his voice is too big, so it's magnified because he has a voice. He has a platform, I mean.
But I'm just saying, just the fact that it's like, you know, he's just, you know, pushing it on you versus getting to the point where understanding that you're learning that everybody may not be in the right place. And yes, some people you may get through to, but you know, you don't have to offend people to get your point across on that front.
We all process shit different. We ain't in the same space sometimes, so I might not be ready to hear the shit you telling me, and I'm not going to take it as such. So you got to be kind of, like when I get,
and also some people learn some shit that you know already and try to re-educate you.
They just excited.
On what they learn. And that's my point.
I don't do it, bro. Like, we converse, but when I get a hold of some shit, I'm trying to just, you know, understand it for myself. I'm not the pushy type to try to put you onto some shit. Not saying I hoard, but it's just like if I don't know enough about it to share, I won't. You know what I mean?
Well, of course not. I hope not.
Right. And I wish more people were that way.
That's kind of where.
Gotta get like kind of, you know, if you're interested, just dig in and learn, but you don't have to share right away because you're not a master teacher yet. You're a student. Learn.
And sometimes, you know, you're so fascinated by it, but you know, you just want people to know.
I'll say
it's a weird place. But
sometimes I think it's okay to just be selfish with shit that make you happy. Like if it do it for you, just let it do it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That think that works best in most cases. Because it's doing it for you, and that's enough. Now, if you got to change how you move because you didn't got enlightened on some shit, then do that also. You might have to explain it to some folks, but make sure it's personal. You know, everything ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't going to catch on at the same time.
Definitely.
You know? But they say most people ahead of the curve is look that crazy anyway. So, you know, you might be on to something, but people might not be ready to digest that shit. I'm a skeptic. I'm going to look at you funny. What the fuck you talking about, personally?
Yeah.
I'm the type that's probably going to miss out because I'm so skeptical on people and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I'm that type. Miss the fucking boat at the end of the world, be stuck on the fucking island when the shit go down. So I didn't believe nobody.
I be like, hey man, come on, man. With boats. They use boats now to travel across water.
And I'm like, what? What the fuck? Nope. This land is solid under my feet.
No, we use boats now.
Then the dragon get a nigga because I didn't listen.
This nigga trying to paddle.
Right, I'm running. Niggas done left the island. Obviously, running ain't an option no more.
Yeah. We in the water. Then you can't.
So you see, that's my downfall. That's me. That's what I know. I'll be the motherfucker that just fucking raising my eye to shit too much, and I'm gonna fuck around and, I'm the black nigga in the scary movie. I ain't gonna make it.
Oh, don't be that guy.
It's fucked up, bro. I'm working on it.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
I don't want to be. I just don't be believing niggas, man. I just don't. I get mad. Like, I remember that shit we talked about a few weeks ago. Like, I can't understand how you put it in perspective. But like, you see people on these internets and you believe them verbatim.
Nigga, you're on the internet.
You're on the internet.
No, you are on. I'm talking to you right now. You're on the internet. These are people. Just same deal.
Yeah. But I mean, take everything with a grain of salt, and to prove otherwise, it should be the course of action. That's all I'm saying.
Of course, but what it is on that is sometimes people hear things that reinforce what they wanted to hear already. When they hear, so they tend to agree with things that they already thought, even though it may be wrong.
Sort of like how horoscopes work.
Sometimes, yeah.
That little sleight of hand sort of shit.
Yeah,
it's general enough to make sense. It's in that ballpark.
No. Different. When people are saying things, like I said, that directly read, because like things that you were saying, like that nature, people following like those particular people because whatever philosophy they're teaching, people agree with. So they're just like, oh yeah, they're right.
And then the thing about it is, like, I never come from a place like I know what the fuck I'm saying either. Like, see, this is the thing. You might be right. It's enough shit going on that somebody's right? So I might be skeptical of it, and you might be on the money. That's what I'm saying. I don't come from a place where I think I know what the fuck going on, because I'll be the first to admit I don't. See, that's where I get my piece.
So you'll just say no and no?
Yeah. I go with my gut. I go with what I feel more than anything else, bro, because I'm not going to sit here like I know. See, some people are I think my problem is when people are so confident that what they're telling me or what the shit they're standing on is the right shit. And it's like, how do you know for sure?
Well, what if they do? What if they know?
That's the thing. I'm saying there is a chance that it is. But I'm like, how do you get to a place where you're so sure? See, that's the thing about like
that's
not
what
to get
education is, bro.
And faith.
But also that's what education is.
That is what I mean, of course, fire is hot, nigga. Certain shit is indisputable.
I'm saying, when you said, how do you get to the point? Because people were maybe educated in whatever particular thing that they're speaking about.
But I'm not talking to things that's in the realm of that could be proven. I'm talking about things that could probably go either way, right?
So you mean like theories?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, things that can right.
All
right. I'm not talking about things that can be proven. That would be stupid. Like, if it could be proven, then that is what it is. I gotta clarify
what you talking about.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like 1 + 1 is 2, nigga. That's that it. Anytime
When I'm saying somebody say when how we got into this was like shit like stocks and shit like that.
Right.
And, so what I'm saying, if somebody is telling you something because they may know.
Well, yeah, like shit like that. Yeah, man. So they can give you a tip on on some stock shit, and and you see that they're already successful in this and their dealings, then yeah, you would be remiss not to fucking kind of think about it, right? But I'm just talking about a snake oil fucking salesman standing in Leimert Park with a fucking megaphone. Like, it'd be funny if that nigga was right, but most of the times I'm gonna be like, man, this nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Like that. That's where I'm going.
I think most people were skeptical of that.
Right.
I think that's a small segment of people that gravitate to that off top because.
Well, bro, skepticism of that is that's an extreme example, but we've seen the whole thing with the Capitol and how people can kind of be fucked off and believe shit. That it could the QAnon shit and all that kind. Like, it's not far fetched what people will believe.
That's true.
That's what I mean.
That's true, but when we take an incident like that, for instance, right? That was also, you have a person that is pretty much on television every day repeating some shit over and over.
Right, you have a lot of.
That's more brainwashing.
You have somebody
skeptically running across something that's fucking wild and then running with it.
I agree with you with that. It wouldn't have had legs if the person supposedly the most powerful person in the free world wouldn't, kind of on the same side of that shit. I feel like it wouldn't have took off if he wasn't a party to it too.
No, that's my point. Is he was on TV.
That's
every day. Yeah.
But I said without him pushing it to it, I don't think it could have got out of control as it did.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah,
But it's wild, man. It's just, I don't know. It's weird.
All right, man. It's almost the playoffs. NBA
No bubble.
playoffs are coming. They're coming up. They're coming up.
No bubble.
No bubble this time.
Nope.
No bubble this time.
Niggas
Teams are getting in position.
new injuries, new health, people
Hey,
coming back healthy. It's
yeah.
weird. It's the dynamic it's always random how the shit gonna turn out, because the shit that happened to Donovan Mitchell changes what the Jazz is, who's been in the driver's seat for the most part of the season.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell going down is a thing. Donovan Mitchell.
That
going
high
down.
ankle sprain looked bad, like we said. He didn't want to put no weight on that bitch.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell going down is a thing. Jamal Murray going down is a thing.
AD coming back is a thing.
AD coming back is a thing. I ain't gonna lie, man. Me being a Laker fan, I am always nervous when that nigga is playing because
He's fragile, bro.
I know he's fragile.
He's fragile.
I know he's fragile, and he's baller, no doubt, no doubt. Very high level
That's
player.
been his Achilles heel since
But
he got here.
man, every time he go down, bro, he get up holding something, bro. He get up holding his hand, holding his wrist. I'm like, man, is this nigga all right every time?
They say, and AJ Duck and all the fucking pundits is talking about how niggas can try to put bodies on him because they know that's how you get him. But that's been his thing since he got in the league, bro. It's stunning his trajectory in a way because he is projected to be like that dude at the
But
four.
I mean, I don't know if it's stunning. He's a champion now, so
well, he's a champion.
He did what he's
his
supposed
name
to
is
do.
cemented in the books, right?
He did what he needed to do, but
like they said, niggas was giving him like he was supposed to be the greatest thing since Tim Duncan. That's how they was giving it
I
to
don't
him.
see, but I don't love projections.
I don't love projections, but it does put you in a ballpark on. For some people, they live up to it, and some don't. So it's a thing in sports, my nigga. Like that's just part of sports. You know what I mean?
No doubt. I mean,
and it's one of the things I love about it.
It's a thing people do. It's just as you project what they're gonna do. I think he's a different type of player.
But I just feel like when they do it early, it just feels what they think your ceiling is. Of course, I mean when you're a rational sports fan, you know what a projection is. That's your ceiling at the highest if you fulfill all your potential.
Like I said, I just think he's a different type of player. You know what I'm saying? That's not who I would compare him to. That's cool,
bro. I was hearing some shit that, I'm a Clipper fan, and I ain't ashamed of it, but they were saying the Nets is looking like the Clippers of last year as far as they might run into that chemistry problem when they count and when the games slow down, where others say that scoring is just going to be what it is regardless. What do you feel about that?
Two things I think they might run into. That because they haven't played together.
Right.
They're, because of injuries and whatever holding out, whatever combination they've been doing.
Right.
You don't really know. Right. But they haven't played all together.
Right.
Maybe, but like six, seven times. 7 times, right? So it's possible they could run in that, but dude, they are such each three of them so dynamic offensively. It's going to be hard to force them into a bad shot.
Regardless.
It's going to be hard to force them into a bad shot because all three of them at least, can get a shot over one person.
And that's what they're saying is like no matter what, that you're not going to be able to go bucket for bucket with them. Even if they can't stop you, you're not going to be able to score at the rate they score.
One thing. But
they then they say nobody with no defense ain't never won no championship.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Don't. So I had three things. So the other thing is their defense. They get beat up by big men, right? Big men beat them up, and also they don't have a real wing defender to defend like a Kawhi, to defend a LeBron, a Paul George. I mean Durant, kinda, right? But besides that person gonna eat.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That person gonna eat, and then the big is gonna eat. So. Depending, they have problems with like Embiid, right?
Well, that's what everybody.
Anthony Davis is gonna eat.
Everybody going big. Everybody with the addition of drumming, that's a difference maker, and that takes a lot of pressure off of fucking AD as far as you got to body drumming, or he gonna eat.
Drumming is 2020, bro.
He gonna eat.
Yeah.
And we playing they just signed Boogie to his second 10-day. But the Clippers, even though they got a need for they need size. They need size. Zubac and Serge Ibaka ain't enough. They need more size because the Lakers are so everybody projects for the healthy Lakers. That's what everybody's doing.
Well,
and that's the threat. They say the healthy Lakers gonna repeat.
Everybody know the Lakers is hella formidable if we fucking
healthy.
at full strength.
Yeah,
right.
And that's what everybody.
I do worry about Anthony Davis. That being said, the East. the West, we said Donovan Mitchell went down, so that kind of might have stifled.
And then him and
Utah.
Jamal Murray.
Right.
That changed the West.
Denver might have got stifled. Right. It's good to see Steph balling. The East might be a little interesting playoffs.
I think the East is the most interesting it's been in a minute for me. There's some things I don't.
And I don't believe in Portland, by the way.
I don't. And yeah, like you were saying, Portland. I don't believe in Milwaukee.
I like the pickups Milwaukee made at the deadline. I think that those pickups may help them.
You know the thing about the pickups is they do these pickups, but when it's crunch time, they just go to Giannis. It always goes back to the same thing. It don't matter the pieces they put around them because they don't use them.
I understand, but I think that the particular pieces that they have, they'll go to Holiday.
PJ Tucker.
They'll go to Holiday. PJ Tucker is competent shooting from that corner.
Yeah, he is. But I'm just saying, in past, that's what I've noticed about Milwaukee. They've had shooters, bro.
More so than in clutch time. What's really, well, but more so what happened is in the playoffs, teams have come up with a game plan to put a wall up so that Giannis can't really get to the basket like he used to get to the basket. They haven't had anybody else dynamic enough to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Middleton wasn't enough. That's why Holiday may come into play. They had Bledsoe before. Sorry, right. Bledsoe ain't getting it done.
No, right.
Bledsoe ain't getting it done. Right? So they got Holiday, who may loosen it up a little bit. They just picked up one more player. I don't remember who it is.
Not Tucker, somebody other than Tucker.
They picked up one more player.
Who was Austin Rivers fucking finna go to a second?
He's going to go to Denver.
Yeah. Try to help with that Murray loss.
With that Murray loss.
Yeah.
Oladipo went down. We don't know what's happening with him, so it looked like Miami might be out of it. Boston just picked up Jabari Parker, which I think was a good pickup for them because he's versatile. He does his.
They've been up and down.
He's a not as good version of the two guys that they have. You know what I'm saying? Kind of.
They've been up and down, man.
They was down. They've been good lately.
There's been real questions on Brad Stevens, like if they don't get it together, should he be on the hot seat?
Nah, man, they're not doing that. As long as Kemba Walker plays good, they'll be all right. As long as Kemba Walker plays good in the playoffs, they'll be all right. They're coming around. What
you feeling about this draft coming up?
What, NFL?
Yeah, NFL draft.
NFL draft.
I mean, I think it's an interesting time. I like how the NFL keeps shit locked down through the whole fucking year with their shit. That's very dope.
I mean, they've like worked on that. Like they worked on that. Like now they space it out. This one thing this month and this thing a month and a half later. They keep you talking.
It's ill how they talk about the same shit every day, but somehow make it interesting.
The damn shows, man. The talk shows, man.
Right.
They do that. It's what it is they talking to fan bases, and the fan base tune in and they get to hear about their squad.
Right, because they'll say tomorrow it's the Niners, Thursday it's the Steelers, yeah.
Or coming up, you know.
They coming up.
People be waiting to hear about that.
I mean, that shit is, I find myself listening to that shit more than I do music at times, and I like the, I don't know, for some reason I'm more interested in football than I've been in quite a couple of years. I think the last few years have been kind of dope, been very interesting. There's new people coming to the forefront as far as the league and shit. So I think it's a dope time in football. I want to see how Kansas City bounce back. I want to see what my Niners do. You know, I want to see what this old Jacksonville shit gonna look like with the number one pick and the best college coach of all time and all that shit.
Well, football draft is always interesting because with football you always got you always think you might have a shot depending on what's happening, unless you got one of the bottom of the barrel teams. Right, and then you still hope you might get better and might make the playoffs. And there's teams that go from worst to first.
Yeah,
right?
I like the randomness of football. That every year it doesn't matter what you think; it can always be different.
Right.
You know.
Right. It's this draft is going to be interesting. They got the different quarterbacks that they've been touting. They've been shuffling them around pretty much everybody's except for the top pick.
Right.
Nobody really knows. Of course, no one knows, but no one knows what's going to happen with these picks. It's going to be interesting. You never know. Even once you know what happens with the picks, you never know who's going to ball.
Right.
When they get in.
That's the best. That's what I'm saying about football.
It's always somebody that ball that you didn't think was going to ball.
No matter the round that was drafted in. It just always a surprise every year. Somebody break out every year.
Somebody balls that you didn't think was going to ball, and then somebody is whack. Somebody is trash that you thought was going to ball.
That did a good thing last year and just fucking regressed like a motherfucker.
Or they're a rookie that you thought was about to do something and they don't do nothing.
it's the life. Because the thing is, these are people. Shit is happening outside them lines. Affects how hard people work and what the fuck goes on. But I think I love the randomness of football because I think it's probably the most random and the most interesting of the sports.
Back like Hood Crack, part 2.
Partizzle.
That was my joint.
Back like a crack?
Yeah, I thought when that shit came, I thought Jewels was about to be a star, bro, when back then.
But people say Wayne took his shit and ran with it.
Is that what they say?
That's what I hear. But I think his little fucking legal troubles kind of derailed him too. I remember
Yeah,
Jewels
I think him and Wayne could have coexisted.
I think he was hot. He was projected to be that dude.
Yeah, I think they could have coexisted. I don't think that Lil Wayne came and did it where he couldn't still.
Forever Cameron would be my favorite out that situation.
For real?
Yep.
Jim Jones.
I think he elevates the best. I think he's been the most consistent and has shown the most growth.
Jim Jones make the best music.
I happen to been vocal about not refusing to entertain listening to Jim Jones, but I dug in from the beginning to now. It was a process, but yeah, I see what people say. And this shit ain't bad at all. I like it. I just never, you develop this little ill shit. I do. Or I just don't be liking shit for some reason. Then later on I get into it and it'll be all right. I guess I'm a hater and shit.
Built in?
Got an inner hater somewhere. Need some therapy.
Yeah,
Split
maybe.
personality. One of them a hater. I'm sorry. Fuck it. That's what it is. It's not me. It's him.
Right.
Find that shit happening a lot, man. It'd be weird. It's almost like I'm saving shit to enjoy for later or some shit. It's weird as fuck. Right? Some kind of fucking disconnect. Some kind of shit I do to myself just to hoard it for later.
You'd be like, nah. Hey, man, nah.
I find myself personalizing a lot of shit, too. I got to stay off of social media a bit. People been on this shit the other day about The Wire being better than Snowfall.
Right.
I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. The Wire is dope, and I'm not shitting on The Wire at all. Fucking trailblazing. Change shit for TV.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a comparison. But if I had to fucking compare, right? It's no comparison. Snowfall's fucking laughing at shit, and it's only like 3-4 seasons deep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never watched The Wire.
Wire's fucking dope. Now, listen. Come on, man. Wood Harris, my man that plays.
I just missed it. I wasn't watching a lot of TV.
I wasn't either, but I did. That was the thing I went back to because I heard so many good things about that I enjoy. I'm still in the midst of it.
I think I'm putting too much gravity on it to go back to it. Like, man, I got to sit down and pay attention to it. Now
like you put too much weight on it already to enjoy it?
Yeah.
No, it's easy. It's easy. It's an easy watch. I enjoy the fucking actors. It has a fucking incredible cast. Idris Elba, Wood Harris.
I know all the people.
Yeah, and it's dope. It's dope. And the shit that they was on at that time period, they captured it pretty dope. I mean, I ain't never been to Baltimore, but I know dope and, just how shit went and how shit go. It was dope. It's not goofy, right?
Right.
No disrespect to 50 and what he doing, but I always thought Power was kind of goofy as far as the approach. You know what I mean?
Always? First season you thought it was goofy?
First season, you kind of locked in and trying to see, but what came after, the first season kept me interested enough to go to the second, but second on shit kind of got goofy for me.
Okay.
As far as personal, no, the first season was dope. I enjoyed the first season.
I didn't never fuck with it. I just heard most people I know fuck with the first season.
It was interested enough to see
I always watched random episodes, but I never just watched it from the beginning. I never really got into the dialogue. The dialogue couldn't hold me.
And that's the thing. It wasn't a thing about Regency bias or not knowing the area. It was just the acting kind of was fucking choppy for me. And the situation seemed kind of far-fetched. You know what I mean? It was more
I can do far-fetched. I'm saying personally, I can do far-fetched stories.
When it's executed well.
If it's executed
right.
well.
Yeah. And it wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't love the
writing.
I didn't love the writing. I used to trip off the shit. They be like, yeah, man, so I killed that nigga. I took him right up. I'm like, who says that on the phone?
Right.
All right.
Right, that kind of goofy.
Who on that level says that on the phone? Some goofy might say that on the phone.
Yeah, but if you up there at that part of the game, you're not talking like you. That's what I'm saying. It was just kind of, but it's written by fucking a rapper and his brain trust. So I'm not, he has room to grow, but it was successful, so it worked. But personally, it wasn't one of my favorites in that genre of things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, if you look at it as being bombastic on purpose, then mission accomplished. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's
like
the-
Empire. Empire was bombastic on purpose. Empire was developed to be a soap opera,
Right.
Not just a drama. People kind of took, people took it as one thing, but that's not really what it was. It was meant to be a soap opera, and they had the singing numbers and the singing dance shit. This is
But
funny.
the thing is, I think with Power, it was a lot to do with the aesthetic. It looked nice. The way it was presented on, the way it looked, it was presented was dope, and that might have been a part of it too. Like you said, it's different. It caught, right? So whatever they were aiming to do, it did. I'm just saying, for me personally,
he hit it. He hit it. I mean, and the spinoff is getting like acclaim.
it's gaining. Yeah, see, I wouldn't know because I refused after the first to even go any further. I didn't finish the first, so.
Yeah.
Spinoff is
Well, I don't.
useless.
I've watched the first episode, but just saying it's gotten acclaim.
Right. It's working.
I like 50 in that space, doing more and more. It's going to get better.
Right. Like
It's
I said,
gonna be
I'm
better.
just speaking from a personal spot. I ain't talking about this shit. Obviously, it worked. I'm just saying in that genre, when I was talking about The Wire versus Snowfall, I think Snowfall's superior. Maybe it's recency bias because it's newer, right?
Right.
And that's always a thing, but I'm just saying that in that genre, Power, for example, didn't work for me. And there's a lot of shows, like we talked about the Godfather of Harlem earlier. I haven't seen none of that, but I heard that's pretty good quality TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's different levels to that, as in all things. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that.
I don't know if y'all seen the math on that, but you know what I'm saying
House on the Fire. It worked. Do it again.
I don't need to.
Just do it for
I don't
fun.
need to do it again. I did.
Birthday
it already.
luck, bruh. Hey, what's your plans, man?
I did it already, man. We're not getting on that.
No?
No.
None of it? You
Usher
shut me
Bucks.
down.
I didn't mean lie like that.
You see how you shut me down? Y'all gonna hear that. Don't edit it out neither.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I'm saying
That's how I'm treated.
We're not getting
The Usher Bucks shit was funny, but it was brilliant.
The Usher Bucks shit was awesome. I'm pro Usher Bucks. How that whole thing went down. I'm fucking with.
But some of the brags tried to paint it like he was out there pulling shenanigans, but it was good shenanigans.
Yeah. She tried.
But
to
you know
paint-
how
she
they
tried
paint
to
the picture.
She tried to paint an ugly picture.
Yeah, like he wasn't out there paying, like he was out there just
Tried
throwing
to
fake
paint the
money
ugly
at people.
picture. But that was dope. That was good promotion. That's good promotion. Now it's
I
getting
will
around.
hear that the Atlanta Strip Club is such a business that they wouldn't even allow anyone to do anything of that nature.
I mean, they're not parsing through your pocket and each of your dollars.
I think they figure it out because people get fucked up doing that, and they usually figure it out.
No doubt, but I'm saying he's throwing money, just that, and he's Usher.
Right, so you ain't looking. You
I'm
assume.
saying, I'm just saying.
You assume everything is
He's
on
probably
the up
getting
and
away.
up.
He's getting away with some shit.
Yeah, a
like
lot
that.
more than a common patron.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
But that shit was dope, and I guess we got some new Usher shit on the way.
What was the last Usher shit that I was really loving? I haven't really been on too much shit lately.
It don't matter, like you said, bro. So much shit was in the vault because that's the shit that moved
No,
outside of the pandemic space.
Everybody about to put some shit
Yeah, it's
out.
about to be a lot. of
Everybody
music.
about to do the music dump. The music dump is going down this summer. Yeah, get
And
ready.
These albums people been sitting on.
Niggas gonna be in shape that didn't even try to get in shape after this summer.
There's gonna be a lot of babies made this summer,
Yeah.
more than usual, I believe.
I know. Yeah, there was a lot of babies made last summer because they all
Pandemic.
touching down like right now.
Yeah, pandemic sex was a thing.
They all touching down like right now. I'm knowing a gang of babies that had popped up.
Shout out to all the new parents
Yep.
and your pandemic babies. Y'all got a story to tell. You was born in a very interesting time
It
in
was
history.
Very interesting time in history.
This
This
summer,
maybe a pivotal time in history.
Y'all finna get syphilis this summer. Y'all better be careful.
Why syphilis?
I don't know. I was just trying to think of the nastiest shit I could just think of off the top of my
It's pretty
brain.
nasty disease.
You're right.
That's pretty nasty.
You
That's
go blind and shit. That's the shit that
It's
really
fucked
killed Al
up. It,
Capone.
it looks nasty. You give it. It's you don't want to. You giving people nastiness.
Yeah, be careful out there. That's my
You
point.
go blind.
You do. Yeah.
Shit's fucked
Killed
up.
Al Capone, y'all. That's what did it. Now the bullet. Syphilis.
All of that, right? Not a bullet.
Yeah. Strap up
Al Capone was a gangster.
until that syphilis hit. Just to be fair, medicine wasn't as advanced back then, but I think that shit still could kill you. There's still no cure.
I'm not going to even speak, man. I don't want it.
How they cure AIDS before syphilis?
I don't want it. Because they're different things.
Yeah.
I don't want it. Now they got all them weird commercials, man. I tape Three's Company. That's on my little
Regal
TV.
Beagle, baby.
It tapes Three's Company every day, man. I watch Three's Company like comfort TV.
What channel does that come on?
I don't know, because I just looked it up, search for my TV, and when it came up, I was like, every time this shit come on, tape it.
Is it a Hulu thing?
No.
Okay, because I'm saying, I can have,
I'm saying on my shit.
Okay.
Right?
Word.
And
I could fuck with that, bro.
But what I was saying was watching Three's Company. I'm not sure what channel it tapes it on, but every commercial break, there are at least 2 AIDS commercials, like control your AIDS drugs commercials.
I know in my heart, so cheddar for prep and all that bullshit. No disrespect to the community, but it's a bit much, and it does come on all night.
I'm not speaking nothing about the community. I'm talking about the commercials.
The commercial come on all night, and it's just a weird commercial because you have all kind of shit going on that commercial. I don't give a fuck.
It's just that what I trip off of is how relaxed the commercials are.
Bro, that's the thing. I mean, it's supposed, at all fairness, it's good that it can be. I mean, that we didn't learn to accept this for all. That's why it's relaxed. It's normal. Hey, if you out here fucking around, fuck with this, for you won't be fucked up. I guess that community needs the message. Because they sure be beat the shit out of it in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it's for people that have it to control it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much make it undetectable.
Yeah.
It's something within the community, so it's something they need to talk about, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
It's a thing, yeah. I know the commercial. We all watch TV, and this shit, we don't go to bed at 8, and anything after 10 o'clock, I feel that's when that commercial just start blaring.
I only see it on Three's Company.
I see it on most channels on TV. I could be TBS, it could be TNT. It just depends on the time of night you're watching TV when they start coming on for me. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you have commercials anything after 10, it's a go. That's just that.
Got it.
After the news go off, it's coming on. That commercial, and he said, and it's paying for a lot of TV.
Yeah.
But you got to think.
Like I said, it's definitely paying for Three's Company.
Pharmaceuticals, they got money, so they can pay.
It's definitely paying for Three's Company, because that shit come on, like I said, like 2 times per commercial break.
You know why? Because them motherfuckers is like $800 a pill.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I read that shit too. That's one of those industries where they fucking kind of bend the people over, but it's necessary. No pun intended. But yeah, that's why they got the money.
Pharmaceutical industry is crazy, bro.
That's why they got the money to run that ad all night.
Insulin shots at $98 a fucking vial, bro.
For people with diabetes.
Pharmaceuticals is crazy.
Legal drug dealing.
Pharmaceuticals is crazy, bro.
Legal drug dealing.
They tried to charge a nigga $550 for an inhaler.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
One. A single.
A inhaler. One. Uno. Singular.
Yeah.
All right.
It's crazy. Legal drug dealers. Trap.
So there's going to be a new creed coming out. It's going to be a new creed coming out. And turns out I've been wrong, because I just assumed that in the new creed, Rocky was definitely going to die.
He ain't with it. He ain't with that punk shit.
So it turns out he's not going to even be in the movie.
So I ain't even doing the Mickey shit. Fuck y'all. I'm going to just bow out and keep eating off my original idea that got me where I'm at. I love it. I love how the shit went full circle. But he don't want to die out. I wonder what that's about, though. Pride? I just don't want the story to be redundant. What you think?
No, he just wants the story to be able to grow on its own.
Right. So he don't want to do the same thing that he's done already, for the most part.
I mean, essentially, but the thing is, Mickey wasn't based on anything, so him doing it, he just wants the creed to be able to grow without him on
his own,
on the strength
leg.
of on its own legs.
Very successful franchise, and I just I don't think within that whole universe of the Rocky thing that it never really got goofy. I think I can watch all of them. Only one I really didn't like was the street fight one with Tommy Maddox, I think his name was.
That was like 5. I did think it got goofy. Personally.
Which one would you say that was?
Like when they start coming back.
Old as fuck?
Yep. At that point, it was goofy for me. Yeah. Oh, Rocky.
I mean, I felt like he shouldn't have got back in the ring after Drago. And like I said, after the Tommy Maddox one, definitely shouldn't have been fighting no more on film after that one.
And
But yeah,
when he came back, it was like 10 years later.
that nigga 80 years old doing Rambo still, though. What you feel about that?
I'm not with that either.
All they doing is adding more blood, though. The new Rambo movie's gory as fuck.
I don't want to see 80 because you know why?
Because they take it away from his physical limitations, nigga. And he can't be running through the jungles no more.
He's still in the jungles.
Who's in the jungle right now, bro? I'm not. Monkeys and shit. What the fuck you doing out there?
Man, they making desert fights movies now, man. Not jungle movies. Get out the jungle.
He ain't leaving. That nigga, I'm gonna keep remaking everything that worked.
All I mean is he stayed.
He stayed. Now you fucking with indigenous people that just happen to live out there.
Now, that being said, Top Gun, I'm in.
Can't wait. I knew they was gonna hold that till the shit was over too.
I am in. I just watched the old Top Gun. And to say,
Hose up.
it was exhilarating still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brockheimer, right?
One of his first, I believe.
Yeah.
It might have been at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry. Brockheimer.
Tom. Scientology.
Bro. It's Ill House. Yeah, I'm waiting on Top Gun, bro, because the new one look epic too, and it look like they just enhancing all the shit we loved about the first one.
And you know what I'm really going to love about it? It's not going to be running in this movie.
He can't run. He got to fly. Fly, Tom.
Hey, that is the most running fool in a movie. That fool would be track star.
Him and Will Smith. Will
Track
Smith
star.
be running his ass off in the movie too.
Does he?
He close, nigga. Think about it.
I haven't evaluated Will
Think
Smith
about
running.
it. If you think about it.
No, it's too many movies. I'm not going to
I can name
do
them
all
all
of it
off the top almost. I Am Legend, all the Bad Boys.
now. No, man, Tom Cruise is running on a whole nother level.
He be running far too.
Tom Cruise is not.
He be running, sliding.
You just
under
named
shit,
like 3 movies, 4 movies.
jumping
Nah.
over. You said every Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah.
He was running his ass off in The Mummy. I'm like, how do you run on sand like that? That's on me. Y'all niggas leaving me out the rotation. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking
Happy 420.
for Dub. Y'all out there doing y'all shit? Because these niggas trying to skip a nigga out the rotation. Movies coming back is a big fucking deal. Because that's a good thing to do when you smoking. Movies and smoking go together.
I'm cool with this whole HBO Max playing the movies at the house shit.
I don't shout out any of these, but shout out to HBO Max. Y'all
Hey,
on to
man,
something.
they be shooting, watching the movies at the house shit they got
Y'all
going
on to
on.
something.
Yeah.
I got 2 50-inch TVs in one room, nigga. My shit is going up. And it's hooked up in the studio. I really don't miss much of the surround sound experience or none of that. And I'm smoking and eating what I want. It's perfect. Keep it up. Y'all should follow and innovate. I think TV during this time was pretty dope because I got a chance to really find some gems. Some real good shit that kept me
It's a lot of good
entertained.
TV.
Yeah.
It's a lot of good television right now.
I just like how shit changed up, man. The Netflix, the Hulu. I just like how it's just the way shit is different. And we can get shit on our own kind of terms and, you know, do things differently. It's definitely dope for people that be in the house watching shit anyway. I'm into that shit anyway. Film and all.
I think we're like in the trick bag now. You got to make sure your internet fast, all that shit. When you look up and look at all your bills,
Well, everything's
it
for
should add
profit,
right back up.
baby. You know they
It just add up to the, it like turn
It's
out,
always
you
a
look up,
catch.
it add up to the same.
It's always a catch.
This adds up to the same. By the time you done put your channels on there and the movies you want on there and the so-and-so and you done got full services and you got to make sure your internet fast enough because now you want to do shit when you want to watch TV and you want to be able to do shit on the internet.
My
You look
thing
up,
is this, bro.
Same deal.
It's the lack of fucking services. I mean, it's something that might be dope on a service you don't have or have access to. That's only my
but-
thing. I don't care about none other shit.
That was the powers that be just consolidated. All them shits could it was all in the same place. It's all the same.
No, because it was a time like there's like for instance, I owe my Amazon. There's certain programs on Amazon that I have no access to right now.
I
What's
understand,
her
but
name?
that's because they didn't stretched and pulled all your programs and put them.
What's
all
the
these
black
different
chick name
sets.
though? Lena White, the shy. What's her name?
Lean away.
She got a show that's sort of
Them.
like
We spoke about it
horror.
last week.
It's called Them.
It's called Them.
Yeah,
You're
I wanna
We
fuck
spoke
with-
about it last week.
So that's what I mean. Like shit like that. They do still got you in the trick bag, as you say, because you're still on the outskirts if you don't have certain services. But the way TV is now, I couldn't take. You remember you used to miss shit. People at school talking about shit. Now, nigga, you don't gotta have an excuse. You don't have to miss nothing. TV
But we
on
don't
your
miss.
phone.
But we don't miss. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I love the way TV has developed or the way we process it.
It's all there.
Yeah, music too.
It's all there.
Yeah,
I mean, the
man.
fact that you can just look. I do like the fact that you can just pull shit up, but you know, it's fucking with people's pockets.
As of most things.
You know,
Yeah.
It is dope. And the internet is funny because me and Extendo guy was talking about some shit earlier this week, and it was just some random shit, right? And it was so random that we were just talking about the point in time before we was able to just look up shit on the internet, and we were like, damn, we would never be able to have an answer to this shit. Like this little, this odd question right here, we could debate it. We probably could try to go to the library and do some research to find out the answer, but it was going to take a whole thing.
Yeah.
Right? And now we just, man, what the fuck, man? What language do they speak in so-and-so? You know?
There's answers. They're there.
That's crazy.
It's astonishing now that the fun is coming up with the fucking weird questions because you can definitely get the answer to most things.
Oh, man, we going to get out of here soon because you know what's going on tonight? Fight Club. Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg shit with the celebrities beating each other up and
Homie probably fought already. It's probably over already. We probably missed it.
I'm going to get out of here because I got runs to make and cities to enjoy. And it's
probably
Saturday,
missed it.
niggas, 420 weekend. I ain't going to bring up nothing else. I don't want to get shut down again. So it's 420 weekend from here on out.
No, I'm just saying I'm not getting into all that.
That's all good. Yeah, I know you ain't going to broadcast your movements,
You feel me?
but still celebrating you, my nigga.
Yeah, no doubt. Man, Silk Sonic is number one, man, with that jamming that song.
That's
Just
going to
for
be
the
some
record.
shit, bro.
That
That's
song
two
is
talented
jamming.
motherfuckers, man.
That song is jamming, bro.
I'm excited about that whole situation because that's like some musicians that do they shit a little different than what we hear most of the time as far as you fucking with the radio and shit. I like Anderson and I like fucking Bruno. And the song is fucking dope. It feels good, man.
Yeah, it's a feel-good music.
It feels good, man, and it sound good in the car, and it just, it got that feel. It's a good vibe,
It's feel-good music.
So I'm excited about the whole project of full length. I mean, I'll tell you, if that's the one they put out, imagine what they, got in
Sitting
the
on.
vault.
Yeah.
Right.
I got a couple questions on here. I'll leave till next week. We're going to go ahead.
Same bad time, same back channel, nigga.
We're going to get on out of here so that we can get on with ours and you can get on with yours.
Yeah.
Right?
Because in this universe, it's Saturday. Y'all on Tuesday, so you might not have much to do on a Tuesday night if you're listening on the night of the air.
Not that we rushing to get out of here, but it's kind of like,
The life is for the living.
all right?
All right.
So on that note, we got to go. We got to go. Out of here.
Out of here.
All right. So what's going to happen right now is we're going to go back and forth and do the matriculations. I'm going to let you know what's up with Cash. He's going to let you know how to reach him on the interwebs and the shafts. And I'm going to do the same. And then we're going to get out of here.
You can hit me at What Up Vern at Instagram. I always go to that first because it's like the roadmap to everything else. If you do that, there's this Linktree link in the bio that will definitely take you everywhere else and show you what I got going on. And you can, fuck around and go cop you some hand-me-down gear because that's my shit. You can go fuck with that Serene album and peep the new shit that's on the way, YouTube. You can definitely support this podcast and everything we got going on here. It's all under that link tree. So What Up Vern, that Instagram, link in the bio. Good to go. That's that.
That's that. All right, man. And check me out. I'm JJ Dynamite, the coolest ninja you know. You can reach me on everything at Club Dynamite. Chase the E to a 3. It's that simple. Check out my little guy, Lil Dynamite, on Instagram. And we're going to go ahead and get out of here.
Happy 420.
Happy 420.
Happy 420.
I know you hear us. We high in this motherfucker.
Happy
Shit.
4 in the
Happy
dude.
420. You know what I'm saying? Hope that y'all
Moon
smoking
rocks.
like we smoking.
Keith, edibles, fucking liquid.
Hey, you know what?
edibles.
It's also Taco Tuesday.
And it's Taco Tuesday, so your munchie
So,
game should be
You know what I'm
right.
saying? It's like a super
You
holiday.
know how many different, look, get different tacos and different weed. Just do shit differently. You know what I mean?
It's a super holiday.
Just fuck with it. Like you said, this is what we've been training for. This is Sparta, motherfucker. Taco Tuesday 420. Perfect match. Smoke responsibly.
All right.
All right?
We're going to go ahead and get out of here.
Peace out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right. We out.
Later.